Alright, I'm going to take you through some floor cogs to synchronize your pelvis with your rib cage and your head. And then I also want you to pay attention to the spinal segmentation exercise that I'm going to do. And this is a way to get the brain to connect to the different portions of the spine, but really get it to understand how to differentiate between the tailbone, the sacrum, the low back, and eventually the mid back. So you'll see I'm in just like a regular bridge position. I'm going to put this arm here so you're able to see my low back. Okay, and then I'm not doing anything really fancy here. To start off, all I'm going to do is go into an anterior tilt of the pelvis. Alright, so my pubic bone is moving towards my feet. You want to feel if your chin gets pulled along for the ride. And then you're just going to reverse it by going into a posterior tilt, scooping your tailbone under, pressing your low back into the floor, and seeing if your chin starts to go up towards your head. And that's where we're going to start with the cogs. Alright, I'm breathing continuously. I'm letting the speed of my breath determine the speed of the motion. Now what you also might notice is that your rib cage changes positions and it goes into opposition of your head and pelvis. So here I'm in an anterior tilt of my hips and my head. Alright, but the rib cage is leaning back like a posterior tilt. And then when I go into a strong posterior tilt of the pelvis, the rib cage will start to sink and my chin is going to start to go up. So pubic bone and chin are going back towards behind me. Alright, and then if I do the reverse, you'll see my chin drops towards my feet. So this is the first thing to start to warm up with, to build some synchronization between the two opposite ends. Now the spinal segmentation, this is one of my favorites to do with everybody. There's a warm up, a cool down, but even if I don't have time to do a lot of movement work on any given day, I always like this one because our society is so mid-back dominant that the mid-back starts to act with the low back, and then all of a sudden you have this this spine, which is 24 vertebrae, 28 if you start to get into the smaller bones of it and the fused bones, but essentially your whole spine starts to move like one rod or one stick instead of these different wave-like segmental pieces. So this is what I'm going to do for the spinal segmentation. All I'm going to do first, I'm going to round my tail under a little bit. You can't even see it in this video, but I'm rounding my tail under. Then I'm going to lift my sacrum and then my low back. That's it. I'm pressing into my feet. And then when I'm ready, I'm going to roll my low back down first, sacrum second, and then release your tailbone. Good. And continue with it. And it's not about the speed. Okay, I want you to dial back your effort and really focus on the precision of differentiating the lower parts of your spine. Go up. You might be able to start to feel the spinous process, which is like that bony tip of each vertebrae press into the floor. And you'll see that with each rep I start to go a little bit higher because I'm getting comfortable with it. Okay, I'm feeling that differentiation. I'm building the joint awareness and the spinal adaptation. So that one I kind of went too fast. So you tailbone, sacrum, low back. You can start to go up towards the thoracolumbar junction, so L1, T12. And then again, just roll down, segmentalizing the whole spinal column. Then if you wanted to take it a step further, you would feel how it integrates with your head. Like as I go into the posterior tilt, spinal flexion, all right, can you experience how that trickles upstream to your chin, tilting back a bit? And then as you start to lower the spine down, and it goes back into neutral and or extension, your chin starts to drop towards your heels. All right. So that's my spinal segmentation. Highly recommend taking your time with it. And yeah, thanks for watching. Bye.